Man, so listen, right? What up, though? First of all, what up, though? Man, I was listening to my homeboy Real Kens for Real Kens TV, a partner of mine out of Kentucky, Louisville, man. Y'all check him out. He got a great channel over there. That's Real Kens TV. He do a lot of stuff, positive guy, good energy, man. He do like a lot of stuff about prison. And I seen him today, this morning. I seen this. Well, last night really. He did some stuff about this dude named Jay Williams. Now I got on Jay Williams through Real Ken. When he got in that trouble, and I had never seen so many people speaking on this guy. Like I never heard of him until I just started going down my timeline. And everybody was like, "Man, that's messed up." I could tell he kind of had like some trouble, maybe with drugs and alcohol, and he been to prison or whatever, and he straightened his life out. And just like that, one night, I had a bad night, end up running from the police, supposed to have been a gun involved or whatever. Now being a convict, being a felon or a multiple felon, get caught with a gun, plus running from the policeman, that can sit you down for a long time. And the thing is, man, ain't nobody perfect. Now I'm gonna bring race into this, but on a positive note, ain't nobody perfect, right? And so, people make mistakes. And some people make more than one mistake, man. We make some, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes a mistake can cost you your life, bro. Um, Making the wrong decision sometimes, you may not be able to come back from that. But here nor there, mistakes are to be learned from, right? We all make them, and we make more than one. That's why, it's no use to when somebody's fucking up out here. You can't really, this the third time he done went to rehab, or he been in and out of jail. Dog, listen, man, sometimes people, it's hard, man. Just like I see people judge people like, oh man, that motherfucker on drugs, like he need to quit that shit, or he done been in rehab 3 times. Nigga, that's you speaking on some shit that you never been through. But this same motherfucker that's talking about his drug addiction can't stop eating. And this motherfucker got high blood pressure and all this shit, but this motherfucker won't stop eating pork. Won't stop smoking cigarettes, but you about to have a stroke. But you talking about his drug addiction when you might die before him. So people always like to point the finger when it's not them. People always want some shit to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Drug addiction is a hell of a thing. So to be a man and be able to come from out that shit, start a business, start a dog ass YouTube channel, start taking care of your family. Beautiful thing. Then because of one night, one slip up, maybe, I don't know if it was a slip up, something had to go wrong, which is easy to do. The shit turned bad. You know what I'm saying? This shit here could have cost him a lot of time, but it didn't. You know what I'm saying? Out of all the fleeing and looting, all the points he had for being a felon, then the Commonwealth State, I think he was out of Virginia, you would think the odds were against him. But what happened was he got a dog ass lawyer, and the lawyer. See, that's why I tell motherfuckers, it's not all the time good to be judged by 12. Going jury trial is not always the best way. And you know why I say that? Because when you go bench trial, sometimes you got a better chance, because that's why you got to have a smart enough lawyer to know the difference. Because sometimes a bench trial, the judge always got to go by the facts, the proof. You know what I'm saying? What are the facts here? What is the proof here? Um, and what's the law? See, when you get a jury, they going by what they think. They supposed to go by the law, but they don't have to. They really, the jury, I think this nigga did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how a jury is. So if your name been plastered on the TV, this, and this, the jury already swayed before you get there. So you damn near guilty before you even get there. So, but the judge can't go off of that shit. He has to go directly by the book. So, you got to know how to, you got a dog ass lawyer. Like I said, got him in front of the lawyer. Out of all them charges, they gave him a year. Like he said, he wasn't trying to fight it. They went in front of the judge. The judge said, look, now his minimum was like 3.5 years. Topping out on some shit like that could have been upwards of 15 years. At least a good 10 easy. 5 at the minimum. You know what I'm saying? And some, the way that shit was going. But he said 3.5 minimum, which I don't know. That's a lot on a fleeing and looting and a pistol. I don't know if they dropped the pistol. I don't know how that worked, but I'm not no goddamn lawyer, but I'm just saying he was about to do some years away from his family. I know he was probably looking in his head anywhere from 5 to 10 years. He's about to go back and sit down. And you got to think about it. I'm about to lose my YouTube channel, my business, maybe my family. That's some hard shit to deal with. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, when a person go through that shit, sometimes you don't have to lock that person up. That person, just that all off the rip, I know I fucked up. Like you know, like with the R. Kellys and I ain't gonna say R. Kelly, but just so that's a wrong example. But just people, period, who make mistakes out here, like Big Meech. Like they know Big Meech 9 times out of 10. He never gonna 10 times out of 10. They know this man not gonna go back and sell drugs. All the shit that he got going on. So y'all just really holding him in there for no reason. He learned his lesson. Why are you taking this man life away from him for no reason? But see, that's the thing, man. Let me tell you how this shit go in the white and black society. Now, I don't want to make it all out to be race, but it really race. See, when a white man go in front of a judge, and this really don't matter if he white or black. You see a white man go, especially in Virginia, 9 times out of 10, his judge was white, lawyer was white. If I'm wrong, correct me. But he go in front of there, they see this guy. The judge got to see what this guy had going on, which he should have. Everything he got happened. Like, man, this guy just, he suffered from drug addiction, But look, he got this going on. He just had one bad night. You sending this man to prison is not going to do anyone no good. He's a family man. It was just a mistake, man. Yada, yada, yada. And the judge was, seeing that shit and went under the guidelines to help this man, right? As though he should. But for some reason, bro, they don't look at black people the same way at all. At all. If he would have been black, I don't give a fuck who he was. He could have been Jay-Z. They wouldn't have gave a fuck. They was gonna send him to prison, man. He could have been Lil Wayne, a star black person, stand-up black person. They was gonna send him up out of here, man, for that type of shit. They don't, and that's what I always speak on, man. Like, that's how a judge is supposed to do. You supposed to judge the situation. You just don't supposed to look at somebody and hand down. See how he really got off was what all the character witnesses that he had come. His family showed up. Mother, father, if they still living, probably was there. His kids, his wife. They showed, look, my YouTube channel got 100,000, 500,000, however many ever subscribers he got. He got a dog. He got a business. He owned 4 animals and shit. Motherfuckers love animals. So they explained all that shit. And the judge looked at him as a real man and said, hey, he looked and seen his son. He looked and seen himself when he looked at him. And he was like, you know what? We all make mistakes. Boom. I'm going to give you a year. And you know what I'm saying? And by the grace of God, I'm glad, man. I'm glad because this man is truly loved in that what he do. He talk and he help a lot of people. I can tell that. But like I'm just telling you, man, for us, it don't work like that. And that's how this is what we need. We need to start voting new people in. We need this type of action. Don't everybody deserve all this time. You got to be a judge that judges. You know what I'm saying? You got to really do your job. You just, like I said, you a black boy coming there, young black boy coming there. He got caught with some drugs or whatever. He might have been in trouble before. But you look and you be like, well, damn. Should I get this motherfucker 10 years out of his life for this, really? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how many times I done watched trials go on and you could tell the judge kind of like, this not right. But I done seen it. Like the judge even looking like with this young thug trial. This judge know this some bullshit. I just want to see how it end though, right? But my thing is this. Why most of these judges, they can be sitting in the courtroom listening to a trial and know that this man is not guilty. And I'm telling you, man, this in the black community, this how it go. You can know that this man not guilty, the judge do, but then the jury is swayed and say he guilty. Why can't the judge override that and say, hey, look, no, y'all got this wrong. That's the evidence not adding up to me. Yeah, y'all see it this way, but you know what I'm saying? They never gonna step in. I don't give a fuck how not guilty the judge think he is if that motherfucking juror say he guilty and they gonna sentence him accordingly. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's no mercy for us. Even with the prosecutors in the black neighborhoods, communities, man, they don't give a fuck what it is. They gonna try to prosecute it to the fullest. If the police bring your black ass in there for whatever they bring you in there, you are getting charged with it. There's no investigator about to come out and look and see was that you. They not about to go none of that shit. How many times you been arrested and you actually see a fucking investigator? Nigga, 90% of the times I ever been arrested, I've never seen an investigator. Ever in life. The first time I ever seen an investigator, I was let go. You know what I'm saying? The first time they investigated the shit, the police tried to say that they caught me in the car with the gun or whatever. They asked witnesses outside. They was like, no, they went in the truck and found the gun. And the gun went to me, the car wasn't registered in my name. They was like, get him out of here. Let him out of here. But 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna see no fucking investigator. The police gonna say, hey, this nigga's drugs. Whatever they write on that paper, they gonna be now you gotta fight that shit. It's unfortunate, and they try to give motherfuckers man. I watched. Look, they had two cases, man. And I'm just saying this because we need to do different. We need to start getting better judges and prosecutors in our neighborhoods, bro. And this is why I'm preaching on this. I seen a white man and a black man go in front of a judge the same day, right? White guy, long record long than a motherfucker. He even had some pedophile type shit on him. He had like armed robbery, three drinking offenses, right? He had a long record, like you could tell he was on drugs and shit. You know, he had some pedophile shit. He had all type of drug charges, being these robberies and shit. Then he had like 2 DUIs or whatever. And I think he had killed somebody in a car accident. He had killed a person in a car accident or some shit, fucked some shit up. And they played, his family got up and talked. They gave this motherfucker, can't remember the exact number, so I don't know it, but it was a low number. It was like 5-7 years they gave him. If that, like 3 years or some shit. It was a low number they gave him though. Repeat offender, killed somebody in a car accident. Parents like, look, my son had a problem with drugs. The judge felt sympathetic, right? Black boy go up there. What was the black boy charge? Everybody knew this case. But everybody, what the fuck did the black boy do? Oh, the black boy had went in and did some robberies with some other kids. It was all on TV. They got a whole special on this. He went in they got a documentation on Netflix on this. He walked in a motherfucking house, broke in a house they thought was empty, him and some more friends. The owner was home and ended up killing one of his friends. And they all got away and caught one of them, and the motherfucker told on everybody. Now, the first boy who told on everybody, he didn't get shit, but like they all got off. One dude they gave him like some time, but he ended up beating it. He didn't do but like a year or 2 in jail for this shit, a white boy. But the black motherfucker, they had gave like 60 fucking years. And to the day, I guess he's still fighting for his way out. They gave this black boy 60 years for breaking in a house and losing his friend. They didn't kill nobody. They didn't have weapons. The person in the home killed him. And they gave this black boy 60 fucking years. He was like 15 years old. They charged him as an adult. Unfair shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just, we gotta do better, man. Like that's some horrible shit that we go through. Why is Big Meech doing 30 motherfucking years? You know, I'm not understanding this. How is people getting 15 years and 10 years for a gun they didn't use? And the state don't beat it, not a feds picking it up on niggas. How many whites, though? This is what I'm saying. How many Caucasians get caught with a gun that's not registered to them or they don't have a CPL? How many of them actually ever been to the penitentiary for a gun that they didn't use? Nah, I'm talking about you ain't using it in a robbery and none of that shit. You know why 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna be able to tell me a one white person that ever been to jail for a gun in history? Because they don't get their rights violated. They don't get pulled over for nothing, right? Number one, they don't get pulled out of their car for nothing. They don't get fucked with every day for nothing. That's why so many black young kids out here with felonies now because of that. You know, they jumping out on them. They don't give a fuck. Do they got license insurance? If they wrong or right, they know once they get them to the station, they put whatever they write down. It's not gonna be investigated. What happened? The black boy gonna have to take a cop, and next thing you know, they sending them away. And anytime we go in the courtroom, it's never no mercy, ever. You know what I'm saying? You very seldom have you ever heard a young black male get into some shit like Jason Williams did and walked away from it. And another thing, let me tell you why I'm comparing the two. Now, I'm glad he out, all that shit. But if he would have been a black motherfucker and got a year on a case like that, all you would have heard was this, oh, he a snitch, he a motherfucking rat. What do you hear? You ain't hear nobody say shit about no rat. Not one person said that motherfucker a snitch. Even the people he don't like, I ain't hear them calling him a snitch or a rat. How he only get a year? You don't hear that type of shit. But if he was a black motherfucker, that's all you would have heard. He a snitch, he a rat, he this, he that. And we fucked up as a community, man. That's why these motherfuckers don't respect us. That's why when a black man go in front of a courtroom, it's never no fucking mercy. Nigga get caught with dope, they try to send you to prison forever. We got to do something to stop this shit. That's unfair treatment like a motherfucker. Now, the treatment that Jason Williams got is how it should be. That man deserves another chance at life. We all make mistakes. So what happened to him, I salute that judge, his lawyer, his family for standing behind him, and common sense to tell you, bro. 9 times out of 10, he won't never do that shit again. He know what this shit like. You know, but shit happens. Do we deserve? Did he hurt anybody? Did he, how do we deserve 10 years in prison? What did he do so bad to deserve 10 years in prison? You know, fleeing from the police is a big thing. You know, he could have hurt somebody, but nobody got hurt. So, hey, man, I know this guy. I know he loves his family. I understand if I was in his shoes, I would want another chance. I'm going to give it to him. He deserved it. But so do a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? And that's just real talk. Let's talk about it. Like I say, leave a comment. Tell me what you think about it, man. But yeah, that's what's up though, Jason Williams. Glad you'll be home in no time. Like I say, that little time that little year, 7 months. Cause I see now y'all prison. It's pretty like this shit we got here called Dickinson. It used to be a federal. It used to be a federal holding facility. And that's how they do. Once you, you know how I guess that's how they work out there. Like once you get out of jail, once the judge sentences you, you off they detail. Now it's up to the jail for what you want to do. So he might only do 3-4 months in that motherfucker. If you get in there, get a job, good time, you know what I'm saying? Because they knock like here they knock 2 or 3 months off rip. So off a year you're gonna do like 10 months. Then you get a job, they knock off another 3 months. So you know he look like you say he looking at about 7 months, maybe even less than that if it get crowded or you know what I'm saying. Because as long as the judge don't put no mandatory hold on him, he'll be home, man. Probably and hopefully in about 3, 4, 5 months, man. You know, so that's a good thing. You know, that shit right there only gonna make him stronger though. Because while he in there, he learning from his mistakes. He missing his family. He can sit back and think like, hey, man, I ain't doing no lot of time. Let me sit back and eat right, start working out. Let me read. Let me put some shit together. How I can blow my business up, my YouTube shit up better, and come out and execute that shit. That shit right here only gonna make him stronger. The judge seen it, and you know that's what it is. So that's what it is, man. Let me know what y'all think. Trap Talk Blue YouTube.